Coming up on Fulton Today, county employees seek answers as the city of South Fulton transition continues.
County and South Fulton officials remain transparent with employees who are still unclear about their future. I'm Priscilla Ortega, and I'll have that story coming up.
And district attorneys from across the country gather in Fulton to address public safety and perception issues. That and more starts right now on Fulton Today. Welcome to Fulton Today, everybody. For the first time, the interim city manager for the city of South Fulton addresses county employees on whether or not the 400 employees will still have a job as a result of this transition. FGTV's Priscilla Ortega joins us now with more on this story. Priscilla?
Shauna, the number one question from employees who are impacted by the new city of South Fulton is, will I have a job? And for the 400 employees who are impacted include those in the departments of Parks and Rec, Police, Fire, and Zoning departments.
Getting closer and closer to the time in which the new cities will take over services.
With a great deal of anticipation and anxiety, many of these Fulton County employees listened as county leaders laid out the status of the transition to the new city. This packed meeting at the Aviation Community Cultural Center was one of a few that the county has hosted to keep employees impacted by the transition updated on the process.
Salaries will not change, none of that.
But this was the first time the staffers were able to hear from the new city's leadership about the city's plan.
Transitions are not easy. And when you're talking about employment, you're talking about someone's livelihood. You're talking about how they eat. And so we wanted, as the administration from the city of South Fulton, as well as from the county, to be able to answer their questions, those questions that they asked that we did not have answers to be able to go back and get those answers for them.
The new city leadership was sworn into service on April 29th. And the new city business officially began on May 1st. The new city and the county are now working to transition the services of police, fire, parks and recreation, and planning and zoning.
Our job, obviously, as a county is to keep providing services at the same level we've been providing and give as much support to them as possible so it's smooth. We don't want the citizens to notice anything.
The City of South Fulton's interim manager explained that Fulton employees will have to apply for the jobs since the positions are technically with a new government. And along with the questions about salary came the questions about benefits.
We wanted to make sure that they understood that we are working diligently, we are analyzing and looking at the current salary structure so that when I make a recommendation to the city council and the mayor of the city of South Fulton, that it is comprehensive, including the salaries as well as the benefits.
We certainly intend to keep giving these employees a chance to ask questions, and because their future's at stake, so they're concerned about it. We want to answer as many questions as we can.
City officials are now working on their new city website and HR functions. And as those come online, Fulton County employees and anybody else for that matter can apply for those jobs. Reporting from Welcome All Park, I'm Priscilla Ortega for FGTV.
Thank you very much, Priscilla. Meanwhile, speaking of the city of South Fulton, Fulton County commissioners invite the new city of South Fulton mayor to join in with the other mayors from the Fulton cities for the county's quarterly mayor's meeting. The group got an update from county commissioners and leaders about the North and South Fulton Transit Study. The mayors were also informed that the Atlanta Regional Commission, in conjunction with Fulton County and MARTA, have all chosen a team of consultants for the county's transit master plan.
Very interested in continuing a conversation to understand the transportation planning that will impact the whole region. Particularly want to explore the options around light rail in South Fulton. And another priority would be learning more about the proposed improvements and engaging in a conversation around improvements to the South Fulton Service Center.
With national changes to insurance plans and Zika on top of mind, an update on public health's move to 10 Park Place and this summer's mosquito control program were also discussed.
I think the most important message that I had for the mayors today is that it's all about prevention. And we have a number of tiers of preventive efforts going on that I think are coordinated in a way that's unique. First and foremost, we are internally working together to ensure all of our programs send messages out to our clients and the public and, about the need to wear protective clothing, avoid mosquito bites, but also how to prevent mosquito from breeding in your backyard.
The mayors were then given an infrastructure for all and capital program presentation. Both focused on the plans in place to improve the county's facilities, transportation, libraries, and water.
These periodic meetings we're having with the mayors and the commission are very important because on a most basic level, it allows for the flow of communication between us to be very fluid and very smooth. Also trust building, but it's also recognizing that we are one county and we may be diverse in terms of various cities from south to north, the city of Atlanta, but we also have a lot of things in common. So the county has played a very effective role in terms of being convener of these elected officials and getting us on the same page. And we've done some good things in the past. We're going to do even greater things in the future.
Now, these mayors' meetings will take place on a quarterly basis until further notice. The next one is tentatively scheduled for September 14th. Prosecutors from across the country made their way to Atlanta Fulton County to address a growing concern in many local communities. FGTV's Jolene Butts-Freeman tells us what that is.
It was a historic meeting at the Hyatt Regency in downtown Atlanta, the first ever urban elected prosecutor summit. Organized by District Attorney Paul Howard and DA Kim Worth from Wayne County in Detroit, it featured more than a dozen minority elected district and state attorneys from across the country.
We've got prosecutors from all over the country, the DA from Los Angeles, from Bronx, New York, from St. Louis. I think now we've got about 15 prosecutors who are here from around the country.
The elected prosecutors addressed various policy topics, such as the death of young men through gun violence and sentencing disparities in our criminal justice system. Dr. Philip Stinson from Bowling Green University introduced his research involving alleged acts of excessive force by police officers. He found that of the thousands of officers charged with murder since 2005, less than 1% was prosecuted. Soon after, a panel discussion was held with former DeKalb County Public Safety Director Dr. Cedric Alexander and the Washington Post's Kimbrio Kelly.
Kimbrio, as you're an investigative reporter.
Moderated by radio personality Ryan Cameron, whose foundation helps steer young people towards more productive lives, the discussion covered police-involved shootings and possible requirements for the use of body cameras, something Dr. Alexander says is beneficial for police departments.
These issues have always come into play, but now with the onset of technology, we're able to see more, hear more, understand more, even if those videos come to us in a spotted kind of way.
Mr. Howard hopes the information gathered from the summit will help heal the tension between communities and police.
So what we hope to do is to take that information to develop some policies that can be applied nationally that will help our communities solve this long-standing problem.
As a result of the 2017 Urban Elected Prosecutors Summit, an Urban Prosecutors Association was established. The organization will prepare a 4-year agenda to address the concerns nationwide. Reporting for FGTV, I'm Jolene Butts-Freeman.
Thank you very much. And another district attorney's news, applications for its annual Junior DA program, they are due June 1st. As in years past, the Junior DA program gives 6th, 7th, and 8th graders the chance to experience life as a judge, a lawyer, police chief, and mayor. The free and fun program takes place every Tuesday and Thursdays in the month of July.
We start our Junior DA program the week after the 4th of July, and we meet every Tuesday and Thursday from 8:30 a.m. Drop-off is right here on the Fulton County steps, and pickup is at 3 o'clock p.m. So every Tuesday and Thursday in the month of July, after the 4th of July, right here at Fulton County steps.
Along with learning law-related material, the students will take field trips to places like the Georgia State Capitol, Georgia Supreme Court, the county jail, and the GBI Crime Lab.
I just want to echo Mr. Howard's motto, it's hard to be what you cannot see, and that's why we work really, really hard for our youth to be exposed to so many positive outlets.
Now again, the deadline to apply is June 1st. For questions and more information, you can contact the Zone 4 Community Prosecutor and Youth Programs Director at 404-449-6737. Well, Fulton County Citizens University students are taught how the county is making affordable housing possible for residents. The group spent week 5 of class with the Office of Housing and Community Development. The office is responsible for helping county residents identify safe and affordable housing options. The students learned everything about senior services, transportation, and utilities assistance.
There's a lot of resources and things that are available out in the community. Specifically, I actually live with my grandfather, and there's a lot of services that, he would actually be eligible for.
The Office of Housing and Community Development also works on promoting traditional and non-traditional workforce opportunities. For many of the students, it was important information they were happy to learn.
We learned about the county providing assistance for homeless individuals. We also learned about how the city is really spending a lot of money on those people that are 55 and over, those senior services, the neighborhood centers, the multi-purpose centers, the funding that's available for transportation.
Next week, the students head to the sheriff's office to see how all people are safe. And still to come on Fulton Today, commissioners honor Fulton's top students after a successful year in the classroom. Details are next in our district-by-district coverage. Fulton families enjoy a fun day together, and Fulton scholars are honored for their hard work. Here's this week's district-by-district coverage. Fulton commissioners applaud county high school students who are at the top of their class. Chairman John Eves, along with Commissioner Liz Hausman, Vice Chairman Bob Ellis, and Commissioner Marvin Arrington Jr., all kicked off the 2017 Fulton County Scholars Reception at Zoo Atlanta. The valedictorians, salutatorians, and star students from Fulton County and Atlanta Public Schools were honored for their academic success and achievements.
But I put forth a charge to them that they shouldn't just sit on their laurels. It's about making the most of this experience that they have, serving and working with others, and then coming back to Fulton County and being great leaders.
They've worked really, really hard, and we just want to show the appreciation that they deserve for the hard work and the level of achievement that they've reached, and to celebrate the next phase of their life as they move on to college or careers or whatever they may choose.
Fulton partnered with Comcast Cable to host the second annual event. The Atlanta superintendent was grateful for the recognition to the students.
I just think it's really special for people who have these leadership roles to reach out and really want to express their appreciation for the hard work they've already done in high school.
I think it's really amazing to see all the other kids who have done so well so far and who have enjoyed their senior year and made such a great difference.
The students were given a personal tour of the zoo prior to the reception in their honor. In District 5, residents enjoy a day of family fun thanks to Fulton Commissioner Marvin Arrington Jr. The commissioner hosted his third annual Fun Day at the Oak Hill Child and Adolescent Center. From the health screenings and cooking demos to the fun activities for the kids, there was something for everyone.
Today we're here for our third annual Family Fun Day. We're very excited. We host this event every year because we want to make sure that people are healthy and active and living healthy and active lifestyles. So we're happy to host this event, invite out all the families and people in District 5 in Fulton County.
I think it's wonderful and they're doing a good job and they just continue to do it, yes. And I really enjoy my family day.
Hip-hop artist Salento performed for the crowd and the kids enjoyed performing the Nene dance along with him. Residents enjoyed a number of physical activities during the day. And finally, in District 6, a salute to mothers at the Hateville Neighborhood Senior Center. Participants at the center enjoyed light refreshments, poetry, and literary expressions in honor of all of the mothers at their facility.
A mother's love cannot be described because of all of the sacrifices that mothers make for their children and have made for them to get to the point to where they are today.
The participants who enjoy the special Mother's Day month celebration and brunch say they look forward to sharing these kinds of events with their peers at the center year-round. Now you can catch more of your commissioners at work all this week with the rebroadcast of the Board of Commissioners meeting right here on FGTV. And when we come back, health officials explain the dangers involved with tobacco use and the benefits of a smoke-free world. Stay with us. Fulton health officials say that teen pregnancy continues to be a problem in the state. So during Teen Pregnancy Prevention Month, county staffers are making sure that everyone knows how to protect themselves. FGTV's Lynn Vaughn explains.
Deep breath. There are a myriad of services available to young people at Teen Clinic at the Oak Hill Child, Adolescent, and Family Center. Among them are exams, including sports, physicals, and health education. None more important than counseling on how to protect against sexually transmitted diseases and how to avoid pregnancy.
For pregnancy prevention, we offer birth control methods, birth control pills, we promote abstinence. We have condoms and Depo-Provera and Nexplanon and some other methods, but we do promote abstinence above all.
Health officials also say open communication with parents is key. Employees say parents play an important role in making sure teenagers know what to do to prevent pregnancy.
We encourage the parents to be with the teens, but there's always the confidentiality that we maintain with the teens. And we let the parents know about the confidentiality as well as the teens, but the parents can be included anytime the teen wants them there.
According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, teen pregnancy rates have dropped, but our nation's rate is substantially higher than in other Western industrialized nations. The CDC says in 2015 there were more than 229,000 babies born to girls aged 15 to 19. County employees say educating teens on how to avoid being part of that statistic is just one of the ways they work to impact their young clients' lives. To learn more about services available at the Teen Clinic, visit the Oak Hill Child, Adolescent, and Family Center. The address is 2805 Metropolitan Parkway in Southwest Atlanta. Reporting for FGTV, I'm Lynn Vaughn.
Thank you very much, Lynn. One of Fulton's community partners is working to lower the HIV rate by testing more people. Employees with Positive Impact Health Centers say funding received from Fulton's Community Services Program will pay for about 900 HIV tests for residents. Now, altogether, the organization tests about 5,000 people every year. Clients can also receive additional HIV-related support, including housing assistance and counseling.
We also do substance abuse treatment, and those are intensive outpatient treatments. So people come in really at a point where they need a lot of treatment, and they're in our services for months, and they're there 15 hours a week.
Residents 13 years old and over can go to a Positive Impact Health Center for HIV and STD testing. These services are available at the Duluth location and in Midtown Atlanta on West Peachtree Street Northwest. Positive Impact employees recommend sexually active individuals get HIV tested every 3 to 6 months. For more information, call 404-589-9040. Meanwhile, county health leaders are encouraging residents to take part in the Smoke-Free Atlanta Night Out event. The event is in recognition of World No Tobacco Day, which raises awareness about the health and economic impact of tobacco. Members of the Fulton County Partnership to Improve Community Health Program, also known as PITCH, will host the free event at Fado Irish Pub in Midtown. Organizers hope to educate participants about the benefits of having smoke-free restaurants and multi-unit homes.
There are many toxins and carcinogens in cigarette smokes, and even exposure to that increases your risk for lung cancer and other diseases.
We really want to encourage everyone to live, work, play in smoke-free Atlanta and encourage you to support the Smoke-Free Atlanta campaign.
According to the World Health Organization, about 6 million people die from tobacco use every year. They predict that number to grow to more than 8 million by 2030 if intensified action is not taken. The smoke-free event will take place on May 31st at 5 p.m. at the Fado Irish Pub. Again, you can contact PITCH employees at 404-612-3492 to get more information. And still to come, a popular library program hopes to help children build a better world this summer. We'll explain when Fulton Today returns. Here's some good work by Fulton employees. They take part in a donation drive aimed at helping the city's homeless. Employees filled up dozens of shoe boxes and plastic tubs with toiletries, socks, and other necessities. The items were then stacked up in the Government Center atrium for United Way of Greater Atlanta to come and collect.
It's an opportunity for kids, adults, seniors to get involved in our project and to touch the work that United Way is doing. They don't necessarily get to interact directly with the person that's going to receive the box, but they're doing something that's going to make a huge difference in their life.
The collection was part of the United Way Shoebox Project, which started about 12 years ago. About 50 companies and organizations, including the Fulton County Employees Association, participate in the program. The shoe boxes were picked up and distributed to local agencies that serve low-income and homeless people in the Atlanta Fulton County community. And finally, a very popular summer program is getting ready to kick off. During the summer months, employees with the Atlanta Fulton Library System host dozens of fun and interactive events aimed at encouraging kids to read during the summer reading program. Children who register and participate in the program will get a prize for every 10 books they read. This year's theme for the summer reading program is Build a Better World.
We have created a ton of great programs around the county for people to participate. But most importantly, we want everyone to come and help us kick off the celebration. For the first time, we will be doing a huge kickoff over at Woodruff Park.
The kickoff party at Woodruff Park will be on June 3rd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The event will include prizes, face painting, and the library's mascot, Rocky the Raccoon. For more information, just log on to afpls.org. It's always a fun event. Don't miss it. And here's our reminder that we'd like to connect with you online. Check us out anytime on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and our YouTube channel. Well, that does it for this edition of Fulton Today. I'm Shania Chavis-Rucker. Thank you so much for watching. Join us each week for news around and about Fulton County.